Hello and welcome to the premiere episode of Meta Magic. I am Mundane Failure. Let's play. Today we are playing a Gruul Aggro deck. I'm using the AetherHub plugin to look at deck lists, and this is the list that I pulled straight off of their website. And so this is what we're going to play today. We are opting to play Questing Beast and Hazoret instead of Collected Company. And I'm not sure whether or not that is a good or a bad thing. I do not have a ton of experience with this deck. In fact, I have zero experience. You're going to see my first ever games with this deck list. And in the sideboard, we're playing a bunch of Roiling Vortexes for those control decks, Shifting Ceratops as well, Grafdigger's Cage for the graveyard decks, Braids, and just the usual suspects for all of the sideboard needs that we have. So with that, we're going to jump right into the games. And we get to play first here in game number 1. And this is not a keep at all. This seems like a fine hand. And I think we'll get rid of Mountain. Lead on Forest here for Pelt Collector. And we'll run out Scavenging Ooze. Get in for 2. Brainstorm in response. With opponents shocking that in, we're already dealing quite a bit of damage to them. And opponent's got nothing. Let's go ahead and play out Pelt Collector, Scavenging Ooze, and then get in. Actually, let's wait to play that until after we go to combat. Okay. So we'll get him for 2. We get to replay it. Scavenging Ooze here. We'll play a tapped Stomping Grounds. Fire Prophecy or Ooze, that is fine. Shark Typhoon for 1. Main phase. Tells me they're looking for a land. Let's get in for a bunch. We can start sacrificing deserts to shock the opponent. Opponent is dead on board, so they do have to have something. In fact, they have to be able to remove 2 of our creatures. So we'll just go to combat first. Lightning Helix. That will buff both of our Pelt Collectors. We'll go ahead and play out this red pathway. Another lightning helix. Yeah, that happens. Brainstorm. So I think the opponent's just dead here because we can sack a desert at the end of their turn. Get in for 3 and then sack another desert. I guess they could have another lightning helix here. So we'll wait. Maybe I'm playing too cautiously. Raise the alarm. We do get to resolve Clothis here. So if we had sacrificed that desert, the opponent would be dead on our main phase. We have flooded out quite a bit here, but I don't think that it's going to be that bad for us. I think we're going to be able to win either way. Opponent's going to have to figure out how to deal 21 points of damage or gain a bunch of life. Okay. So they get a 2/5. It's not nearly powerful enough, I don't think. And opponent scoops it up. So just got control list. I like shifting Ceratops. I like Roiling Vortex. I think we could go down an Ember Cleave. Maybe a couple of Bone Crushers. And 1 Ooze. Because unless they're playing Torrential Gearhulk, their graveyard's not going to be super important. Yeah, this is fine. Ooh, do we just want to play Elf here? I think we just want to play Elf here instead. We will just get in for 1 here. I think we'll just attack for 3. Raise the alarm. Trades. It's a little brutal, but it's not the end of the world. We just let that happen. And while they're tapped out, we're going to resolve Roiling Vortex. Timely is pretty good for them. But Clothis is pretty good for us. We'll just hold up Giant. And I'll trade here. I'll stomp another. We'll take Raise the Alarm here. Just play out both of our creatures to apply as much pressure as possible. And leave open the red ability so that if they have a Lightning Helix, they can't gain any life. Obviously, a Wrath here would be a little unfortunate for us. And you get a Locust God, and a Sage of the Falls. And they're giving us the GGs. I don't know that there's much we could do about this in order to win, but I think we'll play it out. Wait a second. Oh, that's just infinite. Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay, so we won't grab Digger's Cage for sure. Right? Rampaging Ferocidon is good against that combo. We can go down Bone Crushers. And another Ooze. I think this is a keep. Maybe we're supposed to mulligan for the Graph Digger's Cage. Definitely incentivizes the opponent not to play a spell in their main phase. We'll just play out both Roiling Vortexes here. Lightning Helix takes out the Elf. Any pressure that we can find is going to be extremely good here. Prismari Command's going to deal 2 damage to us. Gruul Spellbreaker is a good draw for us. Definitely just want to get in for as much damage as possible here. If we draw a land, we'll have access to Embercleave. No, we won't. Grafdigger's Cage is a good draw here. Opponent is dead in 2 turns. Prevent the opponent from gaining 3 life here. Opponent's gotta have something pretty good here. If they have another Lightning Helix, we're dead. Opponent's thinking. They must have something. Yeah, Prismari Command. Puts us to 1. And we'll play out our Voltaic Brawler. And see if opponent just dies here. And they do. And we're playing against Richard Nixon here. It seems fine. Play out the elf. Looks like we might be in a mirror match. Let's go ahead and get a land. And stomp their elf. And they in turn stomp our elf. Let's just be mana efficient and play out the Bone Crusher here. Ooh. We're gonna Abundant Harvest for a non-land here. A Voltaic Brawler. Play out as much as we can here. And get in for 4. opponent doesn't have nearly as good a turn 3 as we did. Let's see how the opponent blocks here. Interesting. Might have been an argument to only playing the Scavenging Ooze and eating their creatures in their graveyard. We'd really like a red source here. And opponent scoops them up. I don't think that was necessarily a you're dead moment, but they were definitely in bad shape. So for the mirror match, I like a Crone War. I like Magma Spray. And I'm not in love with... I think we just trim a couple of cards. I don't think we ever trim our 1-drops. Both of the Gruul cards. And this seems fine. We had our third land. We're able to Klothos. We'd really like to hit land. No blocks for us. Legion Warboss. Ooh. Sweet card for them. We'll definitely just eat this goblin here. That is a land. I think we'll just play it tapped. Another land here would be pretty sweet for us. Let's see, if we draw a land, we get to Questing Beast, get in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. I think we have to block the Legion Warboss here. Another Voltaic Brawler. We're definitely on defense here. I think we might just be dead here. Yeah. Yeah, I think they had too good a start. Sorry, we get to be on the play for the last game. Seems fine. Seems fine. Definitely don't want to let their elf survive. And we'd love to draw a 3-drop here. 3-drop. Questing Beast is going to be very, very good for us. We'll play double red because of Ember Cleave. I think we'll just take 4 here. We're definitely winning the race right now. Take control of their ooze, that way we can get in with everything. Collected Company. Bone Crusher and Pelt Collector. So they get to trade our Questing Beast away. Let's see. Taking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dealing lethal. No blocks. I think that was a bad attack on the opponent's part. Seems weird, but I'll take it. We have to go second for this game. If the opponent ever decides. This seems like a keep. In between games, I wouldn't change my lands out. Looks like we're playing mono blue Curious Obsession. Counter targets. Okay. Never seen that card before. No point attacking here. Brainstorm resolves. Expressive Iteration. Okay, so they were missing an entire color there. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this Ornithopter. I have another Metallic Rebuke. Let's look for a non-land here. Clothos just seems better than Bone Crusher. They're gonna get their Brainstorm back, seems fine. I mean, it definitely seems like the opponent's looking for something. No point in Ember Cleaving there, I don't think. Definitely want to wait just a little bit. They're casting a lot of Brainstorm effects. Not getting a lot of value out of it. Feel like they're missing some part of their game plan. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and stomp their face. Activate our Cloithus. We're gonna return our Cloithus to our hand, that's fine. And the opponent doesn't have anything. So I'm not entirely sure what to make of this deck. They do have a bunch of zeros, so we'll bring in the Roiling Vortex. Shifting Ceratops can definitely be good. We'll go ahead and trim a couple of things here. This is not a good hand. This is fine. Get rid of a Gruul Spellbreaker. Go ahead and try and resolve a Scavenging Ooze here. Just to get in for more damage. And they choose the Scorching Dragonfire, the Ooze. Well, it looks like we wanted to get that Roiling Vortex down. Most of our sources... Let's go ahead and look for a land here. Embercleave is a fine draw. I'll go ahead and play this guy with a counter on him. No attacks here. Okay, so it's a paradoxical outcome deck. Well, if they want to replay those, they'll take 5 damage to do so. So they need to deal with this Roiling Vortex first. Are those 1/1s really worth 5 damage to your face? Seems incredible that they would replay both of those. Mind's Desire. Okay, this is spicy. Casting any of these spells costs 5, and they hit 3 lands. Casting anything costs 5 life. Decline. And we just have lethal here with the Embercleave. I don't think there's anything the opponent could have that would allow them to get out of this. Oh, especially with Stomp off the top. Well, I mean, their deck is definitely spicy, and I think that it's very interesting. But Roiling Vortex was definitely a ace in the hole for that matchup. Seems fine. Opponent on the mulligan to 6. Burning Tree into nothing. Stomp. We'll take a non-land here. Another Pelt Collector. No blocks, of course. It's not what we're looking for. Ooh, Voltaic Brawler. That's bad for them to get. Just gonna get in. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe we were supposed to take out the pelt collector there. But with the Voltaic Brawler able to get bigger, I really wanted to get rid of it. They have a Scavenging Ooze, which is brutal. Gruul Spellbreaker, which I'm not able to cast. No attacks for us. And you can either choose to eat the same elf or eat something else. Either way, we get to kill the Scavenging Ooze. And we have a decent defense here. Chandra's just gonna kill us. No matter what they do here. So, I think we want Grafdigger's Cave. Well, if they're playing Chandra, they might not be playing Collected Company. Aggro and War seems fine. Bag of Spray seems fine, and then we'll trim those. I think that's what we did last time. And we will go first. Yeah, this is like totally fine. The only thing that sucks is that we don't have another 2-drop to go into. But that's a ton of power and toughness. Cloythus comes down as a creature, I believe. 2/4, yeah. Powers up both the Pelt Collectors. Get in for a ton. And it has something. No? Our best draw is definitely Questing Beast. Or Embercleave. One of the two. And they should have done that on the Pelt Collector. Unless they just wanted to turn Cloythus off. Let's see, swing in, they take 4 down to 3. Yeah, let's swing in. Swinging in for a bunch. They choose not to attack with the Gruul Spellbreaker. And opponent's dead. Casual turn 5. Yeah, we'll just run it back. Yeah, this is a good hand. Elf for the opponent. Gruul Spellbreaker for the opponent. That's pretty good. I'm gonna play it out as a 4/4. Burning Tree, power up the Pelt Collector. Into Voltaic Brawler, power up the Pelt Collector. No attacks here. Next turn we'll swing in with a Ember Cleave available to us. Unless the opponent stomps one of our creatures. We're just going to take 4 here if they attack. I have no problem with that. No attacks, okay. We'll pay 2 life here. I think they have something. Whether it's Stomp or a Braid, I can't be sure. Yeah, we will pay that. I really don't want to get blown out on a Stomper and a Braid here. I think we have to risk it. If it's a Braid, they get to blow us out. Okay, Bone Crusher's fine. Chandra.
You wanna go, tough guy?
They take care of the Pelt Collector. We're just going to swing face. They have to chump block here and they go to 1. And then they have to deal with the Voltaic Brawler because we're going to be a 4/3 double strike trample.
Today's my lucky day.
I think they were hoping to hit something pretty big there. You need something with 5 toughness. That's not going to do it. It's easy to see why this is the #1 played deck in Historic. It seems like we're doing pretty well here. We'll do one more, and then we'll call it a day. And we get to go first. With a hand that is fine, but not great. I'll keep it. So sweet fucking sleeve. Opponent keeps a hand of 6. Inquisition makes our hand even worse. Interesting. Unless I have something with 2 toughness, I think that it's correct to take Voltaic Brawler there. Let's just get in for 4 here. And the next turn, unless they have a Thought Seize or something. And they could have a counter spell here. Disdainful Stroke gets us. Glorybringer gets to destroy a questing beast. That's not what we're looking for at all. Nothing for you to take, opponent. Discard the extra Ember Cleave. And I don't know what we can draw, but we've got 1 turn to draw it. And that's not even close to what we needed. Okay, so Grixis Niv-Mizzet. Seems fine. Fry seems fine. Akron War seems good. Ox could be good. I mean, we just want to be as fast as possible here. Okay, we'll keep this on the back of Abundant Harvest. Gets us a Voltaic Brawler. Sorry, a Gruul Spellbreaker. We'll give him haste and get in for 5 here. Let's look for another non-land. Voltaic Brawler's not bad. Oh, come on, Auto Tapper. That's not what I wanted to do. So we lose out on 1 damage here. It's good to know that the Auto Tapper will prioritize 1 life over 1 damage. Loot 2, make a treasure. Definitely looking for a wrath of some sort there. Chandra gets to take out our Voltaic Brawler. No. You're gonna add 2 mana
I know I'm on track.
for a 4-drop? Stomp.
This is gonna hurt.
Well, we get to draw 3 cards here. Including a couple of lands. Well, this can target planeswalkers, yes? Okay.
This'll be easy.
So if we draw a land, we get to make X equals 6. We will wait on escaping this Ox here until we're able to get one of these 2 cards out of our hand. Just on account of they're both so powerful. And opponent emblems their Chandra, so we probably just lose.
It's gonna be bad for you.
Yeah, so we're just dead. Well, that was the only match we lost, and it didn't even feel close. But deck felt pretty solid, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.